Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Chief Hopper. Alright, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself. Then I'll switch over to Sharpie, so don't worry if you can't see this. This is all for me. Just trying to figure out a good pose for the Chief. And then I'll switch over and you can see it too. But for now, it's just for me. Alright. I zoomed out, so I have a little bit more room, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. And I can add a little bit, I can make it a little bit bigger, you know. So let's see. And this is all basically just getting some quick sketching in, just to try to figure out the pose and to make sure nothing is falling off the page. Alright, and sometimes I sketch too much, so I gotta erase some of these lines because, I mean, you can never sketch too much, but since I'm going to be inking this in, I kind of want I want light lines, you know. I can't have real heavy lines. Just because I don't want it to stand out, you know? Okay. Let's see. I think this is pretty good. Or I'm happy with it, you know? I'm not to brag, say, ooh, this is good. I'm saying I think I'm happy with where this is going, where I'm taking it. Okay? And the whole idea, too, is where I'm going with the sketch is I just did the Demogorgon, whatever you want to say, and I did the same thing with the Sentinels, the dark and regular. Is I kind of had them facing each other like they were battling. So if you felt so inclined to do both, you could actually have all these characters, well, not all of them, these two characters battling. Alright, so let's see. And he's chief of police, so I can't make him too muscular, but I want to make him cool. Yeah. Alright, so, and there's not a lot to him because it's a uniform, you know. So I can add the pockets and the tiny details like the pen, you know. But oh, his badge. Ooh, almost forgot that. But there's no armor, you know, nothing like that to worry about. I just gotta draw happy anatomy, you know, something that's I'm gonna be comfortable with, and something that'll make him look cool. So as of right now, while I'm drawing this, I have not watched Season 3. Actually, you know what? I haven't even watched Season 2. I was waiting for some special people in my life to watch the episodes first, and then we're all going to watch Season 3 together. So I've been holding off on Season 2 until everybody watches it. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. And it's so hard to try to avoid spoilers and everybody talking about it because it's annoying that this is the world we live in, but I get what's going on. Everybody is trying to post, you know, spoilers or talk about the ends and what happened and whatnot, just because everybody wants to get those clicks. I get it. The websites and whatnot, they live on those clicks, and the more they say that we're going to talk about this and hey, let's theorize about that, more people will click on it. So I get it, but it's really hard when it's in the headline, you know. So same thing with movies. I like to avoid spoilers, so it's so super hard with everybody trying to get those clicks, you know. And so the other trick to this guy is they made his arms super fat, so I'm trying to do the same thing too, and honor the design. That's why I always say honor the design. These guys that created the skins, they put a lot into this, so I want to honor their design by what am I trying to say? Drawing it the way they did, you know. So if he's got fat arms, I got to give him fat arms. And what I really mean by that is fat wrists. His wrists are really thick, and normally ours aren't. You know, his are almost the same size as his hand. Very cartoonish, but that's what they did. So I'm trying to figure out how to draw his hands in a good, like, fighting pose. You know, something. Because as much as I'm not drawing weapons, I need to try to put him into some kind of fighting pose, like he's about to fight the Demogorgon. Okay, I think that'll work. And then these fingers will be kind of curved under. Yeah, so it'll be kind of like that. That's his karate fighting stance. I like it. I like it. Okay, all right. I'm getting too detailed into that. So let me draw his face real fast. I got to figure this out because I don't have. I'm not looking at a picture. Well, I'm looking at reference pictures, but I'm not looking at this position. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? This doesn't exist in front of me. Just Fortnite pictures. That's what exists. So I got to try to figure out how to draw him at this angle. And make it look right, you know? Let's see. So sorry if I get quiet here, but now I'm starting to concentrate on getting this part right. Especially I'm doing it at an angle. And not like straight on, you know? Let's see. I think that'll work. Because even if it's not, you know, 100%, you get the idea. Not all, because you know what? Not all my characters look exactly like the Fortnite characters. You know, it's close, but it's not exact. But I'm trying to do my best for you because I know that's why you're here. You're trying to draw it better, you know, or exact. And so now that I'm looking at the anatomy, this arm needs to be higher, something like that. I'll give him more of a barrel chest. All right. Yeah, his shoulders need to be up higher. That's what it is. That's why I'm off. All right. He looks like my version looks like Colonel Sanders, or something like that. You know, some kind of old-time army, not army, but old-time like president, like Taft or something like that. You know what I mean? I like it. Okay, so I don't know how they have the back of his head, so I'm just going to kind of do that and assume that I'm close. Let me see. Let me flip through my pictures and see if there's an angled side or anything. Not really. I just got to bring it down like that more. All right. But yeah, to me, it's funny. It looks like some kind of old-timey boxer. Okay, I think I'm good with that. I'm going to erase some of these lines because I got way too thick. And like I said before, I need to ease off so the Sharpie will stand out and not the pencil line. Okay? All right, let's get started. I'm going to use some Sharpie fine points and Sharpie pens. And I got a medium Sharpie pen here just for the details. And so let's do that first. So let's see if I can maintain these lines with this Sharpie, the Sharpie pen, and then that way I'll know that I'm on the right track. Okay, so first I'm going to draw his eyelids like that, and that'll tell me if I've got the positioning of the head right. And I think I'm right. I think I'm good there. So I'm going to draw some pupils. And I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. And they're kind of tiny. He's got beady little eyes. That's how they make him look right, you know. So that's why I gotta kind of recreate that to give him, you know, my look. Alright, so now I'm gonna give him some eyebrows. And let's see if this works. Like that. Meh. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. It's not perfect. Yeah, I wish it was better. But I'm going to go with it like this and see what we got. So now I'm going to draw his nose, which is a little bulbous. Like that. Okay. So now I'm going to draw his mustache. Let's see. I'm going to start from the side over here. Something like that. Meh. You know, it's alright. It's alright. So let's see if I can make this look better by drawing. I'm going to draw his sideburns down to his mustache like that. That's better. I can see where that's going. I had it way out here so it didn't look good, so I had to do that real fast just to make myself happy with where we were. Okay, now I kind of drew some lines following like how the mustache would go, like, you know, whipping out like that, just to make myself happy. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his little goatee, just to help me define a few things, like his bottom lip. And I think I can build the rest of it now. I think I'm comfortable with the rest of his beard. And let's see, I need to give him the side of it. I got to draw the side of his face over here again to make myself happy with where it's going. All right, a little bit low. His face is, you know, the mouth is a little low, but that's okay. We know what we're doing. We know who it's supposed to be. We know where we're going. All right, so now I think I can draw the rest of his beard, kind of something like this. I think that'll make me happy. Just draw a few lines. Oh yeah, and it does close off here. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, I'm not going to draw too many little hair lines because I want to do that with color. But I will just draw a few like that just to show that there's something there. Okay, so let's draw a little bit of a line there just to close out that eye just a little bit. And he's got kind of a straight part right there, or not part, but where his hair is pushed back, and then it recedes a little bit here. So we're going to do something like that. Give him that part of the hairline. And I'm going to draw his hair coming out like that. And let's see, let's give him an ear. Of course everybody has an ear. Let's see, let's just do it kind of something like this. Okay, so the back of the hair. This is where it gets tricky for me because I don't have a picture. I'm just kind of making something up. Okay. And just kind of doing something like this, just to show that it's pushed back. Okay, and so I'm going to stop right there. I don't want to go crazy with the hair because color should take care of that, you know. So I'll just give him a neck just to define that, and I'll add a thicker hairline here, just because I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie in a second, and it's going to stand out with really thin lines if I don't try to marry it all together somehow, you know. Okay. So I'm just going to thicken this outer edge a little bit. And and that will bring me down to there, the rest of it. Okay, so now I can switch over to the big Sharpie and go from there. So that's not too bad. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like what's his name. I can't remember his name. But anyway, you get the idea, and that's good practice for you. Just keep practicing until you get it to look like him, okay? So now let's just keep going with the rest of the body. So I'm going to draw his collar like this. Oops, getting too crazy there. And draw the other part of his collar like that. Going to connect it all. Okay, and so now we can draw his, let's see, he's got, well, everybody has backpack straps, you know, because everybody has, in Fortnite, has a backpack. So I'm just going to draw some lines there to help define where I'm going with this. And it also helps us define draw lines, you know, because we can draw from one point to the other, you know. Let's see, let's draw his shirt. I'm going to draw him like that. I'm going to draw this one, the back of him like this. That'll give us start and stop lines. That's the best part, you know, it'll give us edges to work with. Let's, again, like I was talking about, let's draw his pockets real fast. I drew them across from each other just so I know what's what, like that. We're going to draw something like that. Draw that one there. Draw that one there. He's got a pen, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just going to draw his badge, something like that. Let's do his pen with tiny Sharpie, or tiny pen. Tiny pen and a tiny Sharpie. Okay. All right, so let's draw the rest of him. So he's got kind of, what do you call them? Oh, I can't think of these little dealy-doos, but they're on top of a shirt and they're there, so we're drawing them. Okay, so I'm also going to draw his front like that, and I can come back and draw some buttons. I'm just trying to add a little something, because like I said, there's not much to this character since it's a uniform. We're basically just going to be drawing some shapes. That's about it. Okay, so let's draw this arm over here. So I'm going to have his badge, well, not badge, but a little patch on the side over here like that. And then his arm's going to be bent over, ready to fight, ready to throw a punch. So I'm going to draw his elbow like this, and his sleeves rolled up. So we'll do something like that. So I can draw to his other elbow, the rest of his elbow like that. And so yeah, I'm going to draw some bends and folds in his shirt, because he's got his sleeve pushed up because he's fighting, you know, and so his shirt's bent. So something like that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to draw his hand up in a fist. So I'm going to draw his forearm to his fist like that. And again, no gloves, nothing like that. So we're just drawing straight onto the hand. So there's the back of the hand to his pinky. Kind of bend it in like that. And there's the other part, the meat of his hand, which goes to his thumb, which is over everything else. So I'm going to draw the other fingers up like this. And again, they're behind each other, so you can't see everything, so we can kind of get away with just doing that. Okay? And real quick, again, I'm just going to add a few little lines just to make it like that. Make it look real, you know? Make it come alive, is what I like to say. All right. Let's go, Ulysses S. Grant. Again, see, he looks like some kind of old presidential military guy for me, but that's my drawing, you know, because I don't have it just right, so I can laugh at myself. All right, so let's draw this other hand, and it's going to be out in a karate pose like that, you know, ready to fight. So I'm going to draw, let's see, his elbows right there. So I'm going to draw his underarm there, so his shoulder. A little bit of bends, because he's going to have some creases and folds. To his shirt, bent up on his arm. Or not bent up, rolled up on his sleeve. I don't know why I say bent up. Sometimes my words don't work right. but that's because my mouth don't work right. Okay, so I'm gonna do some folds like this, some folds like that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, just to define crooked edges. Okay, so again, same thing. We're just gonna draw a straight up hand because there's no gloves or anything like that. It's just flesh. Okay, so a big fat wrist like that. Oops, that's too Popeye. That's round. Didn't mean to do that. See how it's kind of round at this end? Oops. We'll live with it. We'll make it work. So I'm gonna draw his thumb like that to his finger, which is gonna kind of be out like this, to his middle finger. Same thing, out like that. And his other finger is going to be kind of bent in. Something like that. Okay, so see, it's kind of like that. Okay, so to define it, I'm going to add some lines. So basically, something like that to help me define the extent his hand is going through. You know, some palm lines and a couple of stress lines. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. That's the word that's escaping me right now. Like that. So something like that. And I'll go ahead and close that out because that was an accident. All right, so let's keep going. So he's just got a simple belt. We're gonna draw a real quick little square for a buckle. There's not much we can really do. And his pants like that. And he's got a little loop for his belt there. And the other side right there. And he's got a gun, but it's kind of on the other side, so we're not gonna worry about that. So we're just gonna draw his pants to his leg, down to his boot. Okay, we'll draw that for his gun, okay? Because it's on the side, you can't see it anyway. So he's got shotgun shells over here, so I'm just going to basically do this. Draw another one. And a third one, something like that. And then it's on a belt. Woof, what's going on? My lines aren't working. That's on his leg like that. So now I can draw his pants like this. And again, all I really have to do is draw the pants based on my sketch. So don't worry, there's rhyme and reason to what I did. And I'm gonna come in here and do some folds in a second. So basically, I'm just gonna do that. So now I'm just gonna draw his shoes. So there's the front of his shoe, goes in, and he's got big fat treads. That. Same thing here, front of his shoe. Big fat treads. Like that. So now I'm just going to draw a couple of pant lines because again, this is all we can really do because like I said, they're pants, you know. Let's see, and let's add a little bit of detail to the shoe because it does have like a little lace thing over like that. So we'll go ahead and do something like that just to give it something, you know. Okay, so here let's do this. Let's give him a crease like that, and that'll also help with the fold in his pants. See? So he presses his pants. That's why he's got a crease down like that. This one you can't really see. We'll go ahead and do one like that. I say he presses his pants. It gives us something to draw, basically. So let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Chief Hopper. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here, and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.